of Nano say, since where this fuel matter starts, I have been vocal about it on my channel. Oh yes, I have been talking about it. Since where NMPC skyrocket the price, enter 800 and something. In fact, we call it 900 because something we don't enter 870. So now 900. Since when they don't skyrocket and enter that amount, I have been talking. Since when they give Dangote license to be producing PMS, I have been talking. Since when Dangote and the NMPC started their shitty deal, I have been talking. Since where it happened again? Where they don't want to do anything about our request as it take touch end bad governance protests inside this country. I have been talking. But now, what I want to do now is say, all those talk I don't talk sense. Where it be like say I know they make sense. One analyst now go help me make sense. So I wanna go understand, say, me, I try make sense. I get it. When I see this web of confusion, we surround this fuel subsidy matter. This corruption, we surround this this confusion, we surround say the high fuel price. Surround the Dangote refinery, where nobody don't know anything about say how much Dangote go sell this fuel give Nigeria. All those confusion we did now. When I go say they go take pieces and for on top this video I want play for now. So when I go understand what they happen. Me no be like now my mouth now here. You will hear it from an analyst. This one a journal, investigative journalism. now I want to for now. I go bring one analyst now. You go nakanad it on top national TV. Me no be like say hearsay. I know they do hearsay for here. And they give the fact as a B. So I go give the analyst now. Una go hear and by una self. Say look. You must see this for subsidy. Like, I already told you guys that fuel subsidy is already shrouded in secrecy. That fuel subsidy remover, na secret court on its own. The things we surround them, na secret court on its own. Coupled with Dangote coming on board to be giving us PMS. Up to now, we never know the amount what Dangote wants to say. They say they see they negotiate. When I go here and that video, say Dangote cannot, not you go make Dangote sell less than NMP. It's not possible. So you go sell less than NMPC pump price. All the possible. If you like, make una even dash up the crude oil. It's not possible. That's the core capitalist. The only language they understand is profit. Una go here and that at this video I want to play for Nana. Then una go come here, things we surround our minimum wage compared with minimum wage of other surrounding countries where they with us. And how much those countries they buy fuel, how much will they buy fuel, how much our own minimum wage fee buy, how many liters of fuel our own minimum wage fee buy, how many liters of fuel their own other countries their own minimum wage fee. Okay, the thing which I want giving a compendium comprehensive analysis on top this matter when a confusion surround them where people don't just understand what they sup. Now why I carry this analysis. I know how much I pay, I'm gonna make come talk. Una go hear am now. I give una this analyst. Refined, sweet, young, fine man. Una go start to take pieces. Watch this video. Come to the comment section and tell me that this man where you now want to listen to now they lie. Or it no make sense. Come and say it in the comment section. I give una the so-called analyst where they talk about. Watch.
Who determines the price of petrol? Perhaps no one. Perhaps the question then will be, what determines the price of petrol? And we will get into that. You had started by saying that the number one question on the lips of Nigerians is, how much will petrol be sold? But then there's another question on the lips of Nigerians. It is, how much will the Dangote refinery sell petrol? And I'll share some good and bad news tonight. But before that, a lot of Nigerians really want to understand what exactly is going on with petrol supply and petrol pricing. I'd like you to take a quick look at this. On this side, we have those that sell, the upstream producers of petrol, those that market, distribute, invest in petrol. We're not really focused on this team here. The team Nigerians, and this is the representative of Nigerians. What they're asking is, they're asking questions to Aliko Dangote. They're asking questions to the federal government. And they're asking questions to the NNPC. For the federal government's answers in summary have been simple. The answers are, our focus is on CNG. However, we understand that we need to manage rising cost of goods and services, and also the federal government is stating clearly that energy prices have national security implications. For Dangote Refinery, represented by Alhaji Aliko, he's clearly talking about his profits, he's done an investment, and he has obligations that if things do not go according to plan, will significantly hurt his business. For NNPC, their position is simple. Their position is they want to protect the interests of Nigerians, and they are saying that private refinery operators in history have shown to be capitalist, and they are worried about the future of the industry. But the issue is, at the moment, Nigerians are finding it difficult to trust any of these ones. In fact, what is happening now is Nigerians are gradually turning their backs because they have found out that the cost of the truth in Nigeria is even getting higher than the cost of petrol. Those are the facts. If we had followed history, we'll have understood the challenges we face today were already on the way. Let's take a look at what exactly were we talking about this time last year. Let's take a critical look at what were the headlines. You see, the CBN and the BDCs were on a collision course because of the FX black market premium. Look at the news September 6th, subsidy returns. This was last year, September 6th, NNPC to manage the market shocks. Again, last year, September, we're already talking about a petrol forecast of 900 naira per litre. Headlines September last year. Not only this, the headlines even got more worrisome. Anxiety as forex scarcity halts petrol importation. Again, we've seen that the challenges we face today did not start today. We just failed to look at our history books and to understand the consequences of all the discussions we were having last year. Now, to that question, will Dangote's petrol be cheaper than NNPC's? And the summary is, it will be easier to turn water to wine than for you to expect Dangote's refinery's petrol will be cheaper than that of NNPC. And there are three reasons why. The first is crude oil sales to Dangote. Yes, the president has hinted that and directed that the Dangote refinery should perhaps be sold crude oil in naira. But the question is, at what exchange rate? Will the NNPC or the federal government be subsidizing the rate at which the crude oil volumes will be sold to Dangote? Unlikely, no. The second reason is financial performance. Aliko Dangote intends to list this company in about 7 months on the exchange. And so, his eyes will be on metrics such as return on investment, return on capital employed, the internal rate of return of this investment. And the third and final reason why the refinery is not likely to sell at a price lower than that of the NNPC is because people point to the age of Aliko Dangote, 67, a $20 billion investment. People ask, when will this project break even? Clearly, Aliko Dangote's focus will be on a faster break even, and yes, some have argued that it seems to be now more of a businessman than a Nigerian. Some also have argued that it seems to even have been more of a Nigerian than a businessman, but the facts don't change. His focus is on making this refinery profitable. His focus is on reaching a break-even point as quickly as possible, and perhaps he might even right now be thinking of exiting as soon as possible. On statistics regarding how much petrol is smuggled out of Nigeria, the best you will see will not even be estimates, it will be guesstimates. And so let's not pontificate and make a lot of errors on how much petrol is being smuggled out. What we can talk about are the facts, and that is there's been a lot of misinformation about petrol pricing. People only show half of the picture. They talk about how much is the petrol price per litre across a lot of countries to show that Nigeria's petrol is low. However, the proper way to look at it is to look at the income of the families living in this country. So let's take a look at either the median income or let's take a look at the minimum wage, because it then allows us to put things in the right perspective. Here's what I mean. In Morocco, for instance, petrol is sold at an equivalent naira cost of 2,442 naira per litre. However, the minimum wage in Morocco is the equivalent of 610,000 naira per month. So if you're a family living in Morocco and you chose to use all of your minimum wage to buy petrol, you will buy 250 litres. Again, look at the situation in Côte d'Ivoire. Petrol costs an equivalent of also a 2,442 in Côte d'Ivoire. Minimum monthly wage in Côte d'Ivoire equivalent of 200,000 naira per month. That, if you chose to use all that minimum wage for petrol, you get 82 litres. And so the discussions have to be more fluid. In Nigeria, we're looking at an upwards of 897 naira, 70,000 naira monthly minimum wage. That will only give you, if you chose to use all your minimum wage for petrol, 78 litres. So whenever you hear a discussion of anyone comparing the price of petrol in Nigeria with other countries, what you should ask the person is, what is the standard and quality of life of families in those countries? How much is the average family earning? And what is the alternative to petrol in these countries?
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
I beg, if you like this update, subscribe to my channel. I beg, Biko, Ejo, Da Allah. Subscribe.